we just got done covering a story of religion getting special treatment outside of the United States. And in this instance, we have another person who's a Christian that thinks he gets special treatment the way he treats his kids. He has 19 kids. 19 kids. That's a serious case of uterus abuse. And he does not love these children at all because he would beat them daily and on one occasion made a very serious threat with a motherfucking chainsaw. Over a year and a half ago, this deeply religious man in the Netherlands called police to report a burglary. Now, the responding officer soon noticed that there's something wasn't right in Hank Kolovitz, whatever his name is, household. The children who were present acted nervous and seemed to be afraid of their dad. You bring out a chainsaw at me, I'd be afraid of you too. Now, the 59-year-old Jesus fan is on trial answering for a range of alleged crimes against his kids that will make your blood run cold. People like this don't deserve to have children. They don't deserve to be around other human beings. Now, for the past 12 years, prosecutors said that I'm going to call him Blinky because I can't pronounce his fucking last name anyway. Beat at least one of his sons and daughters every day. He was never satisfied with a single blow. The younger children got at least 10 if they displeased him. The older ones typically received more, in keeping with biblical warning that spare the rod and spoil the child, which comes from Proverbs 13:24. So tell me again how this goddamn stupid book is so much love. Blinky here would sometimes use a wooden stick to administer his beatings. Now, for good measure, he would frequently threaten them with death, screaming on at least one occasion he would shoot his evil-doing offspring in the head. One particularly terrifying episode involved him menacing a 12-year-old child with a running chainsaw. Think about it for just a minute. Just for a minute. If you bring a chainsaw at somebody and you threaten them with it, you don't think that they wouldn't be terrified of you, especially a 12-year-old? Now, if that's not enough, prosecutors said they also attempted to strangle another child, locked several of them in small, dingy rooms for long periods without food or water, and had sexually molested his then 11-year-old daughter. Where was the mother in all this? Did she agree to any of this? This motherfucker has a defense that says he acknowledges the euphemism that is awfully treated as strictly and harshly, but the Bible allows such as an approach. His lawyer added that he kept his progeny in check with rough methods out of love. If this is love, I don't want a fucking thing to do with it. That is not love. That's terrorism. Religious terrorism. Atheist Ranger, your thoughts?
Yeah, this guy should get locked up for life. I mean, if he was just, spanking his kids every now and then, that's fine. I got spanked. I obviously can't speak for you two. But, yeah, this guy should be locked up. I would go so far as to say maximum security prison, and he should, honestly, what was done to his children should be done to him for the rest of his life.
You know what the sad part about this is? The worst part about this, I should say? He's only going to get 5 years out of it.
Oh, damn. He deserves more than that.
Oh, yeah.
It says here that his wife looked the other way through all of the alleged abuse. May still be charged. Not good for her.
I hope she gets just as long as he does.
It says that his wife who looked the other way through all the alleged abuse may still be charged. I hope she gets charged too. All right, let's put this into perspective. You're with a group of people, okay? And they go and rob a bank. One of the bank robbers kills a guy. You weren't even in the bank. You were just driving the car. They still find you to be an accessory to murder because you were there with these people to do this thing. If you know what's happening, then you are an accomplice to that thing, period.
This guy's sick. Now, if this happened here in America, this guy would be raked through the coals. I mean, they'd run this guy through the ringer.
Oh, don't be so sure. We've talked about stories where people have done similar things to this, and they got off not with 5 years, but with about 10 years or so.
After all this guy has done?
Yes.
Wow.
Similar. Not exactly the same, obviously, because, every case is different. But there have been situations like this where the guy has gotten off with a fairly light sentence because the mother looked the other way. She was involved. If one of those children had died under his care in this instance, I think they may have imposed a stronger sentence. Maybe. I do not know, to be honest. I feign ignorance on the Dutch legal system, but I got to tell you, you people are doing a horrible job.
I would have to agree.
Amen.